Alright, what is up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great week. I rolled my ankle last week, so I didn't lift as much, but now I'm back. And your boy is gonna try lifting a little more weights this week. So, as you can see on the screen, incline dumbbell bench presses up in sets, down in reps, but up in weights, and in a different corner of the gym this time because there were too many people at the other end. And all the benches were taken, so I just grabbed the nearest bench, put it up next to another weight rack, and just did my stuff and got done with it. Those are done. Next thing we do, you can see I skipped bench presses. I skipped bench presses like 2 weeks in a row now. I don't know what it is. I swear to God, people come in right when I'm about to go on the bench press and they take up all the benches and start lifting like 10 pounds. It's crazy. Bent over rows, 4 sets of 5, 245. I think I've done, this is like another set now, so one more set instead of just 3, so up 1 set instead of 3. We're at 4. Go into our lat pull downs. The machine was open this week, so I didn't want to deal with the cable machine fiasco. I just went here, 4 sets of 10, 150 pounds. For these, it's kind of about form right now. I don't know, I feel like my head position is something that has to matter, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do these because sometimes I feel like my arms aren't back far enough, so that's the whole thing. But like I just said on the screen, if you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to our overhead presses. I'm figuring out angles right now, seeing which one was better. I did record another angle from like a different angle, like a little closer, but you couldn't really see the weight or anything, so it looked kind of weird and I didn't really like it. Like, this is another angle I was going to try out for shoulder presses, but this one obviously didn't work because you can't even see my freaking face. But these are barbell curls. This week felt a lot better. I went from 6 reps to 8 reps. I do feel that I am still swinging my body up and down, but it's not as bad. Obviously, I think over time this will kind of, the swinging of my body will go away and I'll be able to move the barbell up without tearing my biceps off of my, without tearing the tendons that connect my biceps together. But that's a whole nother, we'll get there eventually. After that, we do our skull crushers. And I saw on TikTok, apparently there's a way to do these with like a incline bench, but obviously all the benches were taken, so I couldn't get the incline bench, so I just did flat bench skull crushers. If any of you have done incline bench skull crushers, please let me know what that's like. Apparently they're better for growth and they don't hurt your elbow as much, which is a problem I deal with. My elbows hurt when I do skull crushers, so if any of you want to let me know in the comments down below if it's actually really that much different, please let me know. Tuesday, leg day. Up in my weight for squats. Obviously this is a new weight I had never done before. New PR, I guess. So down in 1 set, same amount of reps, 5, but up I think 265, so 275, so up like I think 10 pounds, I guess. I think for me this is that psychological thing, like holy crap, that's a 25-pound plate, so I decided to play it safe. A lot of it's psychological, so I didn't want to push it too hard. But for this is our deadlifts, 295, almost back to my PR of 315, which now I suspect is going to be not exactly a PR anymore because I did that like a year ago and I almost blacked out, and I did 295 for 5 and I did okay. So my 1 rep PR of 315 is probably at like 330 right now, just guessing. And after that we go into our leg presses. There's 4 plates and a 10, so this is my last 3 sets. I think this was the middle one. I did 1 set of 10 for warm-up, but I just forgot to film it, so I did that, and then I changed to 380 and then just did the last 3 sets. I was supposed to do leg curls today, but like when I finished, like everybody decided, when I finished leg presses, everybody decided to go in the leg curl machine. I was like, I'm not waiting, so I skipped it. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. I don't like waiting for machines. After that, we do our seated calf raises, 4 sets of 12, 120 pounds. These have, I don't know if these are supposed to be super easy because I get through them super quickly. Maybe it's because I'm not pausing, but there's probably, I'm doing something wrong. Anyways, after that, Today I got lucky and the incline bench was open, so I got on there, did my 3 sets of 10 at 135. These went up very easily, so probably gotta go up and wait. The reason why I'm really reluctant is you'll notice I never have a spotter. I know there's people around, but like I don't want to bother them, so I tend just to go a little lighter on bench, just so like I don't drop the bar in my throat and crush my skull like a grape. So I tend to go light. I probably couldn't go like 155, but I just choose not to for my own safety. But yeah, see, like I got to I think this was my last set. I got to like rep 9. I just couldn't like lift it again, so this was my last rep. Locked it out, and then I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm leaving. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then I don't know if you could tell from the last exercise, but there were too many people there, and the flat benches were taken. So I did what I did on Monday, and I moved the bench right next to the other rack on the other side of the gym, and just did my workout there. The only problem is this rack always has weights missing. I think this is the rack that people steal weights from and move them like around the gym. Like you'll find like a 5 in like a different room. It's like, how the hell did I get there? And there's like a 10-pound weight in the pool. I think people take it from this rack, so that's kind of the problem. And then you gotta walk to the other side, get the weights from there, and walk all the way back. It's a really long walk. It's like over 10 feet, okay? It's so tiring. Anyways, after that we go into our seated cable rows. 4 sets of 12, 130, 145 is after this. I don't like cable machines like this are so weird. Like, why do they go up by 15 instead of 10? Like, 10 makes more sense. But, yes, 130. I think last week I did 10, so this week I did 12. Probably got to go up for next week, or just do more sets. After that, we go into single arm. The reason I'm checking my watch is because it kept vibrating, and I thought I kept like hitting the button to like stop recording because I thought my jacket was touching my watch and telling it to stop recording. That's why I'm checking my watch. I'm not anxious about the time. It just I didn't know if it was stopping or not. But one arm dumbbell rows, it's either 65 or 70. I'm pretty sure it was 70. But it might have been 60. I think no, it should have been, yes, it was 60 because after 60 it goes up 15 to 75. That's what it was. Okay, yes. So I did 60 for this one, and last week I did 50. So I'm assuming a 10-pound jump in a week is a good thing. I don't really know what to put to that perspective, but after that we go into our dumbbell lat raises, 4 sets of 10, 37 and a half, because honestly, I have no idea why I did 37 and a half. I think because I did like 32 and a half, it was too light. 35 was too light. 37 and a half, I did 10, and I was like, you know what? I can feel it in my shoulders and, you know, my lats and stuff. Probably not where you're supposed to feel it, but I was doing something, so yippee! And now we're in our bicep curls. I finally got my hands on the 32 and a half pound weights. They finally returned from their hiatus wherever in the gym, and I finally got my hands on them, and I could finally do like a proper workout with them. And yes, I did bicep curls, the most basic bitch thing ever. But up, I think this is probably the highest I've ever done weight sets and reps wise, so new PR, which yay, good for me. And of course, the cable machines were taken for cable tricep extensions, so your boy just went and did dips. You're probably thinking, why didn't I use the dip machine? The dip machine was taken too. I swear, people like watch for me to finish what I'm doing and then go on the machine I need. Like it's part of the game at this point. There's no avoiding it. That's what like is absolutely terrible. Dips have never been hard for me. They just always cause elbow pain. And yeah, so I tend to shy away from them and not do them when I should be doing them. After that, last thing we did was the dips. So we go into Friday. Front squats. You can see the normal squat rack I use is behind me, and this one opened up. So yeah, I'll go here. Try it out. Less people. I don't have to worry about filming other people. Although now that I look at this, I realize I filmed like pretty much everybody. So that's going to be fun. But front squats, 3 sets of 10 at 155. I filmed my last set. I went to 175. Highest weight I'd ever done. So I was like, I'll lower the weight. I'll lower the number of reps I do just to see if I like doing this weight. And I got to like rep 6, and that was a struggle. So I was like, you know, I think 1 set's enough. I did my 4 sets. Not the most, intense and amount of weight, but I lifted it. So I'll call that a win in my book. After that, we go into our lunges. This is my last set. My last set at 155. I wasn't sure if my knees were gonna start hurting. That's why I tend not to do like a ton of weight, because my knees hurt whenever I do like really strenuous leg day workouts. And I didn't feel like walking back to the locker room to get my knee sleeves, so I just said if it hurts, it hurts. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it didn't hurt. So I got it done, and that's that. And yeah, I mean, if they're lunges, they're gonna hurt. They suck. Hip thrusts. I got to 4 sets of 10 at 230 pounds. So there's nothing else I can say about that. I'm past my old PR on the barbell by about 5 pounds, and that's without the barbell. So I don't know how accurate you want to call the machine to hip machine a barbell. But after that, we go into leg extensions, and I'm wearing something different. It's because I had to go back on Saturday to get my workout in. I usually go on Saturday to like get some walking done on the treadmill, that kind of thing. But leg extensions was open when I got done on the treadmill, so I was like, yeah, bump it. I'll just film Saturday and call it Friday. So pretend I didn't change shirts. And second to last thing we do was our leg curls, 4 sets of 10 at 120. I went up from 110, so I decided to lower the reps. And after that, we do our calf raises. I went up. I just said bump it. I'm gonna just do 270 because I could do 12, and surprisingly, they came up and down pretty easily. But that finishes up for week gym vlog 35, week 5 of this workout. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week when I post another video. Peace.